Onikairi. Onikairi. This is your cute Dima boymaid, Ryuta-kun here of Only Made Cafe. Hope you guys are doing well on this Thursday evening, Friday morning, afternoon, where you guys are at in the world. I know it sounds, yeah, not as energetic as before, but the day has finally arrived. The day that I feel like it was going to happen at some point. Oh, give me a minute. It's just like, I'm just trying to also, oh, right. Give me a minute, guys. I need to help clear my mind of thoughts. Okay. Yeah. So it's like if you guys might have already seen on my on my Twitter feed that yes, it has been almost 9 years since I last touched this game. This game I haven't touched since October of 2017. October of 2017. That was probably the last time I touched this game, and I never finished it. It was a night where I made it to the halfway point of the game, and then I wasn't gonna do my next stream until like the following weekend. But over that weekend, I lost some sleep. And then Monday, while I was at work, I just suddenly suffered my heart rate just started racing, and I just had like that was like my first time I experienced a panic attack. I didn't know what to do at that point. It was just like my whole body was just rocked. I couldn't sleep. It is like everything was just so messed up. I couldn't even look at cute anime girls the same way. I was like really fucked up, and I just didn't know how to how to heal or help myself. Eventually, I don't know how it's like, because there was like many nights that I could not sleep, or I maybe slept for maybe a couple 30 minutes at best. It was just trying to go back to sleep, but it was like so absolutely hard because my heart just kept like not settling down at all. I really didn't know what to do. It was just yeah, I was really fucked up during that time. And then it was like a day when like I wanted to stay home for work, and my dad said it's like this is not really word for word, but he was telling me that we're men, we need to get, it's like, even if shit is like happening to us, we have to get up and go to work. It's like I really don't remember what exactly the words he said was, but yeah, I forced myself to get to work. And I do distinctly remember when like the first day it happened, it was just like I just kept getting flashes of like the orange files that I was dealing with at work. And yeah, it was really hard for me to like function. And eventually I was able to go to therapy and stuff, and talk through my issues and whatnot. And then eventually, well, I don't even think my therapist didn't really help me come up with this. She didn't really help me come up with this exercise, but she helped me identify the big issue of me trying to like block out like negative thoughts and stuff. But even then, it was like one of the things that came up was the whole aspect of what I like to call, or I guess most people would call, dark thoughts, where it's just like thoughts that come up that you wish you don't think, but they come up and you feel like that those thoughts define you as a person. But that's not what it is. It's literally like your brain doing like a vibe check on yourself. And then it's like there's always those instances of like the call of the void. But once again, that's all. It's like it's always your brain doing vibe checks on yourself, where it's just like, oh hey, like you're just imagining yourself doing this, but it turns out no, I wouldn't never do that. And then there you go, you pass the brain vibe check. So that was like one aspect that was keeping me down for a while. And hold on for a second, let me blow my nose really quick. Funny enough, me catching a cold was probably what helped me be able to fall asleep, because when I caught a cold I had to take NyQuil, and NyQuil, it's like it doesn't matter how much your heart is beating, NyQuil will still knock you the fuck out. And then it was like after when I was finally able to get some sleep, and I was like, oh my god, I was finally able to sleep. And I think part of it was also me being afraid of like nightmares and stuff, but yeah, it was just like a lot on my mind. But yeah, it certainly didn't help things any, and maybe like my therapist at the time like convinced my brain that it was the game and the part that I ran into that really caused the stressors. I even tried consulting with like my dad and my stepmom at the time, and my dad thought I had my dad just chalked it up to thinking I had autism. So I probably do have autism, but I think the autism was kind of like unrelated to that issue, because at the end of the day, it was most likely the stressors that I was dealing with. Because during that time in my life, it's like I had graduated from college, but during the year that I had graduated from college, I was applying for different jobs, never got into any of them. Couldn't even get into like my animation field. I was let me see, was I working that job? Yeah, I was working like a small part-time job, nothing too special or anything, but it was keep helping money come in. Oh yeah, right. And then it's like the month before, like I took a hammer tool to the eye and had my eyesight like dislocated, and my dad was giving me shit about like working that job in the first place. And it was just like me not applying the correct safety measures and just being reckless in general. And then also at my new job, having to deal with like, you know, the commute getting to work, the workload, it's like the people I was dealing with and the people I was working with, because it seemed like it just seemed like a very on edge job. And yeah, all that stress and me not having like an outlet to release all of it just kept building and building and building. And then yeah, like playing DDLC and losing sleep like tipped me over the edge. And then like one double strength like iced coffee later, and the entire thing just came crumbling down. It's like my heart and brain were racing like nobody, like I had never raced before. It was like it was like I was having like a whole Uma Musume moment in my body, and that honestly was not nice in the slightest. So it's like I just decided like to go home early that day. Oh right, also my SD card in my smartphone also corrupted that same during that same time too. So yeah, I was dealing with a lot of stuff. I still feel like I'm dealing with some stuff, but it's not nearly to the same level, because I'm kind of like in a better I'm in like a better spot in my life, and I'm trying to take care of at least take care of my body better than I usually do. Like, especially like during that time, I did not work out at all. I didn't go to the gym. The most I did was like walk into like the train station to get to my job and walk into my car. That is probably like as the most amount of exercise that I've ever gotten. So yeah, it was a long healing process, and anytime like I brought up like confronting the game again, like my therapist like advised against it, asking why did I need to finish it. Well, you know, it's like, as gamers, leaving like a game unfinished, you only leave a game unfinished if the game was shit. If the game is shit, you just leave it unfinished. Either that, or you can leave it unfinished because you're literally too lazy to continue it. It's like there's reasons why some gamers just do not finish some games, but being afraid of it shouldn't be one of them. But yeah, it was like doing that session. It's just kind of like, I feel like it kind of contributed to me being afraid of the game. Like afraid that of the visuals, the music, thinking about it, it just kept causing my heart to like race. And then even like games that might do something similar, like a one shot where it breaks the fourth wall super fucking hard, like might also cause it. But eventually I got around to like streaming one shot and really enjoyed that game and liked how I broke the fourth wall and everything. And it did cause me to think. And then I think one thing that also really helped me was just finally coming up with a coping exercise that works for me. Now, this also had me kind of like LARP as a bit of a waterbender from Avatar, but it was something I kind of started learning from talking with my therapist. And I feel like that was like the big cause of like the whole house of cards like crumbling down inside of my body. The fact that I had it's like all the stuff was just kind of like building up in my brain. It was all building up in my brain. All the negativity, all like the thought, is like all my autistic thoughts, like everything and no outlet to like shoot it out from. It was all contained up in there. And it long reached its storage limit. But it was also a combination of that and like me trying to like push away the thoughts, just push away, being like, no, I don't want to think it. I don't want to think it. Just kind of keeping that door shut, but it's about to burst at the seams. And it's like the more I resist against it, the stronger it is becoming. So then came a thought. Instead of allowing myself to get swept away by all those thoughts coming rushing at me, what if I plant my feet into the ground, it's like put my hand right up in front of me and treat like all the stuff rushing at me like it's like a wave of rushing water, but instead of allowing it to sweep me away, plant my feet into the ground and part it with my hands. Just it's like not allowing the thoughts to absorb into my body, but allow it to flow past me. Because it's like you have like an unstoppable object, so I have to become an unstoppable force. Yeah. The thoughts are the unstoppable force, so I had to make myself the immovable object. So, and then it was just a way of me just accepting that these thoughts. It's like accepting the existence of these thoughts, but not letting them define me as to who I am. So it's like I go brain empty, let the thoughts come in. I mean, let the thoughts flow by, acknowledge them, and then move on. Because at the end of the day, some of that negativity is just like your brain doing like a big vibe check. It doesn't define who you are. You define who you are, and your actions define what type of person you are. It's always through actions that the actions that you actually do that define you, not what you think you'll do. Because if you're afraid of thinking that you'll do it, chances are you're probably not going to do it because you're aware of that it's like of those thoughts being bad or that action being bad. So you probably, so most likely you're not going to do it because you already know. It's like you know that's not the type of person you are. There are times we do get into like the bad headspace. And I understand that. I've been there before. Hopefully you find, it's like, hopefully if there's anyone that's kind of struggling out there, that you're able to talk and console with other people or find healthy ways to get those thoughts. It's like get those thoughts it's like out of your head, because you got space to think about other things. Yeah, it's like I went into a whole fucking pre-ramble just because of I went into a whole fucking pre-ramble of wait, I forgot. It's like I'm going over it's like going to a whole thing over like an anime quote unquote waifu horror visual novel game. Also, be gone, bot. It's like, oh hey, let's make you popular. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Beat it. Yeah. I swear they need to like really like figure out how to like oh wait, did I forget to oh no, I didn't forget to mute it. Okay. But yeah, it's about time that I confront. It's like fuck. Well, we've confronted many demons, especially in VR. We've seen like a lot of fourth-breaking moments, but it's like we still have yet to conquer this game. Now, here's the thing. The one thing that also kind of freaks me out about this game is I haven't touched it for over 9 years. I have no idea where this game is going to drop me at. Is it going to drop me at the beginning, like if I started a new game? Or is it going to start me where I left off all those years ago? That part's is a little bit freaky. Also, new teaser is like new teaser for the Shin Doki Doki Tensei went up, yeah, Saturday. Provided that nothing happens with this game. But yeah, Shin Doki Doki Tensei, Valentine's Day Maid Cafe special. We gotta make it there. I'm trying not to stress myself out over it too much, because at the end of the day, we're gonna have fun with that event. All right, it's finally time. I'm also turning down my sound because it's like I haven't listened to the soundtrack in forever ago. But yes, it is finally time to confront this demon from the path. This little seemingly innocent visual novel. And I also need to remember that the thing will activate my virus protection because yeah, that's how fourth wall breaking it is. Hold on, give me a moment. Give me just a second. All right. Let's see where this game will drop me off at. Let's do this. I'm also kind of like lifting up my earbuds a bit. Okay, and the window's up. Move it to this side. Okay, there it is. And yeah, note that little disclaimer. This game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Yeah, that's quite an understatement, let's just say. That is quite the understatement right there. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. Yep, that kind of describes me to a bit of a T. But we're not suffering from anxiety. At least, like, not any bad anxiety. We have our coping mechanisms. Not gonna push away. Not gonna push away. We'll let it flow, but won't absorb. Well, we'll take in at least the plot, but the negativity will not define us. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you're at least 13 years of age, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I didn't take this. I took this thing very lightly, way back in the day. I didn't think it would disturb me as it did, but it indeed did. All right, let's go. Okay, that answers one of my questions, where this game was going to start me. It looks like we're starting at the very beginning of the game. How do I know? Well, let's just say like one of the members is like hasn't been erased from the game yet, because that's how far I made it the first time around. All right. Let's do a new game. Please enter my name. Ryuta. I wonder, can I just hit spacebar from here? Like, hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. The first time I played this game, she was my waifu. Sayori was my waifu the first time I played this game. And this reminded me of one of my friends. And that was shortly before we opened the door. Why must you do this to me, game? Why must you do this to me? I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Like, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Ryuta. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or anything. Fine, fine. Why? Why, game? They did wait for me after all. I guess I don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ryuta, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that it's like they won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. But I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. You at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! How did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Hey there, hey Mega Chats, welcome to the stream, welcome, glad you can make it. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday evening or Friday morning afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. Yeah, I kind of went on a whole preamble earlier, but yeah, I am, we're confronting our demons with Doki Doki Literature Club, the game that I never finished because I had a panic attack like days later after I made it halfway through. Alright, we're taking things slowly for now, because chances are where it's like we are not going to make it to the halfway point in this stream. There is like I seriously doubt we're going to make it to the halfway point. Confronting the demons made by a Smash Bros player. Wait, was it made by a Smash Brothers player? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, oh my god, I got PTSD from a game made by a Smash player. Fuck off. Yeah. Oh god, let me get a drink. Oh man. Oh my god. God, that's even more embarrassing. We need to finish. We definitely need to finish this game all the way through. Death of Val is a long-time Link main. He's got decent. He's got some decent results in the Tri-State region. Okay, at the very least, he's a Link player. I fuck with Link. I definitely fuck with Link. Though when I was playing Brawl, I mainly used Toon Link. Guess I don't worry so much about it. Okay, yeah. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my bags, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Why do you do this to me, game? You know, I'm a sucker for the childhood friend trouble. You. Oh my god, fuck you, game. Fuck you, game. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. No what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Huh? Meanie! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Yeah, because honestly, it's like the way she acts, you would think, yeah, literature would definitely not be on the top spot for clubs that I think she'd be interested in. Excuse me. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Somehow Ryuta is always getting surprised by random trivia. What can I say? What can I say? Some of the small details, like it activates my neurons. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Like, I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I mean, like, hey, there's worse things to sell your soul on. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Ryuta, what a nice surprise. Don't wear that smile. You killed my wife, you bitch. Welcome to the Literature Club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, that's the that's the silver lining of it all, yeah. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right! Oh yeah, I know you are right. You bitch. It's great to see you again, Ryuta. Monica smiles sweetly. Like, I'm just making that same look that Fry does when he's just like squinting his eyes. You're just like, I know. And I know that you know that I know. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Oh damn, he's spilling his spaghetti. Fuck, he's spilling his spaghetti. Come sit down, Ryuta. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about you make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged before a table. As already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki gets a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. John, are you ready? Oh, wait, there. Okay, that's what she said. Goes, John. What? Just kidding. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Ah, that's cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks for a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you dummy. Alright. You give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in oh wait. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Hero's just trying to impress you. Huh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that... You know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself for relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm pressing exit out. Yeah, happy for everyone. Now, when it does that, does everyone tell everyone, or just you and me, everyone? We're yeah, it's like I know she's behind everything, but that's like the extent of it. Oh, let me blow my notes again. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all their effort into start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Ryuta, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. It's like Natsuki heard it, she was like, it's like her neurons got immediately activated. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Oh yeah, let me get one of my cough drops. My notes is like decompress. Or not decompress, but decongested. There it is. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? Spoke about stinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Interesting. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Yeah, you don't say. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? I swear, this game is just like, just kind of like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I read a horror book once. I just really grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Asuka's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Yeah, she's embarrassed. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called— Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sorry, Silas up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's a same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Well, I'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond at the club. Wait, God, got something stuck in my throat, I swear. Isn't that right, Ryuta? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining a club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, you know, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Man, that's why you, it's like you fumble the ball super hard. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Like, Saria wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring out the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Rita, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I'm already feeling the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Ryuta, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh yeah, this beat right here that Vince made a bomb ass edit with. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Vibrant, let's see. Well, I have a feeling like that Saria would hop up and down if I pressed that. It's like aura. Yeah, I just like picking like all the happy thoughts. Yeah, every time I squint my eyes, I'm just like, motherfucker. Doki Doki. Like, hi again. All right, looks like we're about to hit an ad break, so I'm gonna save in this slot for right now. and we'll be right back after the ad break. Oh wait, just a mute all option? Okay, there we go. All right, so I'll see you guys when we get back from the ad break. And welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the enjoyed the ad break. Or if you didn't have any ads, I hope you guys enjoyed like the MMD. Man, there's new MMDs coming up. I had it as like a locked in on editing one yesterday, so yeah, look forward to that coming up on Saturday. Hi again, Rita. Glad to see you didn't run away on this. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Oh, one moment. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Rita. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! He deserves any slack. Sire told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Yeah, exactly. In hentai, it is like, in hentai is art. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ryuta always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Ryuta can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry you made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. I do. Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. You'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. He reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. This is a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? He even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. And enthusiastically take the book. Thanks for the head pat. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Man, it's kind of awkward that like it's like she's acting all cute, and we're currently pursuing Sayori's route. So, I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. They're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature's all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we could do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sorry, I've taken this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. I feel like it might be the same as like there's gonna be a weird comparison, but I think this is probably like the inspiration. If you guys have ever seen this one indie game called what was it? Them's Fighting Herds. There was like all the base characters from that game are based on My Little Pony characters, and then for the alpaca, like their stage is just really drab and depressing, and their character is basically the Pinkie Pie of that universe. So I'm thinking like, okay, so Pinkie Pie is a lot more depressing in shit than she actually looks and acts. So I'm guessing like seeing the world through Sayori's eyes would be something similar to that. Wah! Waifu, oh no, waifu jump scare. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall in my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does there still have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? Look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out all around here. Run my fingertip down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Try to wipe out the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep her blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Up close waifu jump scare. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these weird kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy when we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. Button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully button it's like close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Thank for Nana Redeem. Thank you, yeah. Okay, back to depression. By the way, welcome to the stream. Well, yeah, welcome to the stream, Henry. Welcome, glad you can make it. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday evening or Friday morning. Well, actually, no, Friday morning where you're at. Yeah, so we're experiencing DDLC, which has given me PT. Well, so far I've actually been pretty alright so far. That's because this is the part of the game that's actually, you know, good. And it's like we haven't gotten to the fucked up part of the game yet, which is where well, not exactly rage quit, but was out of commission. Okay, but yeah. It means my boobs got bigger again. Ooh. I love the childhood friends. And fuck you, game. Fuck you, game. You took away my childhood friend waifu. And fuck you, Monica. It's like, don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer button up like that? What? It's so stuffy. Not worth it at all. Sorry, hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. It's like yeah, that's kind of like I went into a bit of backstory with this game where I played it almost about 9 years ago. Had a panic attack at work, had to go to therapy, and yes, it's like I knew at some point I would come back to this game and play it all the way through and finish it. And I guess like that time is kind of now. We're most likely not going to reach like the halfway point of the game. And if we do reach the halfway point in the game, we're definitely well, maybe like right before the halfway point of the game, we are not progressing any further, because once I hit the halfway point of the game, you have to go full fucking blitzkrieg through the rest of the game. It's like full fucking blitzkrieg. Like, phew, that's so much better. Sorry, puts her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Yeah, we take care of her until we fuck up towards the end. And it's like, seriously, what? Seriously, what the fuck is the king? It's like, what the fuck is the main character's issue? Why did you literally not check up on your friend? I'm saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Why did I not wake her up in the morning? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. The main character is a fucking retard. Like, oh my god. The main character is a literal brain dead retard. Like, as you can see, I very much remember what happened in halfway through this game, and I still think the main character is a fucking retard. Like, how does she spill her guts to you, tell her what she's suffering, and you still don't check on her in the morning? You just say, "Oh no, everything's all good." Oh my god, he's fucking stupid. Yeah, Sayori's my waifu, so I'm like, so that's why I'm way more harsh to the MC. Like, you're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Yeah, excuse me. Rita, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Why you gotta bully me? It's like I am ranting because my waifu dies. But thanks for the head pat. Thank you, really appreciate it. By the way, welcome to the stream. Shai Shoda. Hope you're doing well on this. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday evening or Friday morning, afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. That fellow sound enthusiastic. It does sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, so who should I show my poem to first? Well, yeah, I already know like which person will probably like appreciate it the most. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Ryuta. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe in Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Ryuta poem. And that makes it extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Ryuta. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I just love it. She just ends up like, I want breakfast. Yeah, really nice poem. It just shows her a really bubbly side to mask away all the depression that is accumulating. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. Excuse me. Sorry, I accidentally bumped into my mic. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, next up is Natsuki, who's gonna think like, wow, this is a piece of shit right here. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. Just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. What? What the fuck am I reading? Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Oh, excuse me. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh, okay, so you subvert our expectations. Okay, so you're a real Rian Johnson. Okay, we got a real Rian Johnson right here. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And next up, show it to Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. The minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on all of them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. If Samurai is completely gone, it sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else at the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Wait, what am I? Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have stood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. The light flickers. I flicker black. Flicker back. You know, it's kind of funny. Like the last time I streamed this game many years ago, like on Super Crunch, like during these poem segments, I had someone else in my voice chat, and we were just giving out scores. Like, okay, so how many quintets out of 10 are we gonna give like each of these poems? Yeah, this was like how many intellectual points. Ah, man, that was really funny. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short, I used to write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ryuta. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to ghosts. Lingering in their last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I mean, like, yeah, literal illusion of choice right here. Hi, Rita. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the throw until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ryuta. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I had to sound confident. But that doesn't mean I always feel that way, though. Man, I can barely read. I can see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. Oh wait, hold on. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas. Always scores with permanent copying. Wait, hold on for a second. Let me reread this. Like, couldn't hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. Neither direction, the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. Hello, Observer Eyes. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're also observing this poem because I'm like, my brain is kind of spinning, trying to make sense of it. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Aria scores for the permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole in infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. I guess that's like the first hint of like her like seeing the player on the other side. Oh, sorry. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. It's like, I feel like that's probably like a hint as to like how to get the quote-unquote true ending of this game. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sorry liked it, and Rita did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. I really like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly gets up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. You're just jealous that Ryota appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ryota started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... That just doesn't involve you. Damn, it was like just completely told her off. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Oh boy. Ryota, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over it herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Ryota. Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Ryota? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's gonna be... It's like I have to pick either of them or just hit the panic button and just be like, sorry, can you bail me out of this? Sorry, can you bail me out of this? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Ryota. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody stop! You just have Sayori coming out like that, small little dog, like, stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute when there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sorry stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. It's like Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. No, that was me whispering to her. Like, so this is why Sayori is vice president. Whispers to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I could even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. Wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? Could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Is like, are you telling the truth right now, or did your feelings just completely 180? Like later on, you're just like, it just went full. Nah, fuck you, sorry. And like, nah, fuck you, sorry. You're gonna. It's like you're gonna kill yourself, and I'm going to delete you from my delete you completely from this world. It's like I can't tell if that smile is full of lies. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Oh, don't worry, you'll have all the time in the world to talk to her. Trust me. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Ryuta, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I could do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Not to myself with newfound determination. Ryuta, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sorry, beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry? About what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Yeah. You know, Ryuta, it's nice that I get to spend more time with you at the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun! Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Oh, ain't that the truth? Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Familiar beat. Let's see, a vibrant, let's see. Okay, it looks like this one seems to be more tied to Natsuki, so Oh, Oh wait, we got some more points to Sayori. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Okay, I have no idea which person it got tailored to at the end, but it's kind of like, it feels like it's going to be a toss-up between Sayori and Natsuki. Another day passed and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Ryuta. Yo Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess there's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open, and then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Or so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Well, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that just means you deserve to feel guilty. Looks like Yuri suddenly giggles. Excuse me. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Grace has her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Ryuta to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean like that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. It was like somebody smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. So it was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sorry, hooks the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sorry, rapidly tears open the wrapper, takes a big bite. So good. Sorry, still need to clasp her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Alright, and looks like we're about to hit an ad break, so we'll be right back.
Dear God, I scam to repent my sins. Let your blood wash me clean, for I'm a man girl. I swear I never sin again. Conversations running pain. Temptations flowing through my veins. I'm probably going to succumb to shame. I promise driving rounds no more. Every heartache can't ignore. In my dreams, stay at home and get my hate. I'm a dark I'm don't need the bleachers. Just watch, look me in the broken years. Past action, but I'm very bad. Our explanation would never be complete. Red hot, tension, make it restart. Snapshot, quiet, moves and the open burst. Climbing, can't you feel the figures in up, rising up to the sky? I guess the lights make a fear, not beneath my skin. The heart saying, hold on, trying, forgiving to sin. It's driving me crazy, the urge to help me be hit. Something shifts, nothing is like a break. I swear I never sin again. Conversations running pain. Stood down, solving and then my neck. I wonder if you're fighting for me. I'm feeling roots before my eyes. And your taste buds so divine. Maybe fits me like a history. I'm a fan of Attica. Someone please tell me what to do. Because honestly, I just can't stop. I've been trying so hard and I can't stop. But you can't end. And I know I'm too sweet to go. But somehow I still can't control myself. Every time I see them, I keep scanning, my mind goes, could be realized, no pushing me, this is my life. We know we just have to talk on and drifting by. Cause I'm baby see me, the art to perfectly sail something shifts, within this naked glass. But then the wrist and then the hands. For my good hands I plans. Inspiration, I can live my life as an ordinary girl. I can't resist it anymore. Crystal feels so bright galore. As a child, from a compost food, could never be tested on me. I'm gonna sing until I die. That's the highest I will ride. We can dance till the devil are free. I can make the sins alive.
And well, I'll give that a second. Yeah. And there we go. And welcome back from the ad break. I hope you guys enjoyed the ads or enjoyed the MMD if you saw it. And man, I gotta tell you guys, like, yeah, editing that, yeah, the editing you saw in that MMD, that's the same level of quality that, well, a couple of the MMDs I'm going to be showing off in Saturday stream. That's the same kind of quality that you can look forward to. And I can't wait to show those off. Alright, so now back to the game. Ah, yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But where's this chocolate? Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sorry, gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookies in her hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oh. Like, sorry, slowly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Like, mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Here I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. You must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ryuta. You killed my waifu. I'm not forgiving you. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love this chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. She doesn't leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Ryuta! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from the Never classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Ryuta to get the supplies? Just no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Ryuta? Yep, let's go. Yeah, and I could tell like Monica was just like just sort of dejected that she got left out. Sorry, I exited the classroom. I followed behind Sayori as Haru hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Performance? What kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Ryuta, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's gonna be so much fun. Sorry, spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Ryuta, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, huh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about... Wait a minute, huh? As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room. I guess it's because I like anime, or it might be something else. The two of us entered the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons on the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ha! I dropped one by accident. Ah! Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and crayons spill over her lap. Ow. It's like, you okay? My forehead. Sayori closes her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts! Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Ryuta, we're not even find ice around this time. I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even listening from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Pass her on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. Locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since it'll be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back in the box. At least her already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sorry, here. Hand Sayori a bottle of apple juice. I don't know, looks like I kind of drank some of that juice, but whatever. It's just a CG. It's nice and cool. Like, sorry opens the caps and starts drinking from it. Sorry, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. Where did you hit your head? Sorry places the bottle against the bump of her head. Stings. Just bear with it. It'll be better. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Rita. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Huh? What do you mean? You know, we used to play outside all the time. Well, I always try to keep up with you. Kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. Fall, scrape myself, or get a bump. I'll start crying really hard. You will rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it was my fault. And like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. You know, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that! And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Even I know it. I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Rita, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm being honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sari has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should head back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see her forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sari hops to her feet. Like, she closes her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sari plays with her bangs and try to hide the bump, even without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sorry, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Huh? Sorry, frantically glances around herself. I forgot all of her stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Ryuta. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too! Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the ground box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, so we're gonna share with Monica first just to kind of get like a get a check of like, all right, how's our poem appeal looking towards? Hi again, Ryuta. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. You know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. It's just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Like... The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing vinyl on a piece of crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. And I think this is probably going to be a hint like way later on. It's like save me and load me. And like I noticed it like in the like the first time I played it too, especially when there's like a large ass gap and it just says load me, as in maybe like load here. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the spacer works can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem could be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Yeah, it's like, writing. Yeah, it's like your game logic is starting to slip in there. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. I guess we'll go in reverse order. We'll show it to Yuri next. Let's say what you've written for today. Well done, Ryuta. Your skills are already improving. Really? Oh, excuse me. Thanks, Yuri. Coming for you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symbol. Bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its face and it reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. This very same light that glitters in the eyes of the raccoon of my raccoon friend. Oh. I slice bread, fresh and safe. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery, conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Ryuta? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we could do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes as some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Alright, and now next up. Next up is Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? I'm glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, Somebody tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sorry, has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? She likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Like, wow, it's just straightforward right there. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Okay, I know she's got like a hate button for spiders, but at least spiders do function in wildlife. Unlike freaking wasps, yellow jackets, and hornets. Oh, also mosquitoes. Yeah, all four of those little bastards can get fucked. It's like go extinct. Well, maybe not go extinct, but fuck them. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Yeah, it's like you clearly fucking hate spiders. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and that makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. She feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. I like conveying emotions. Conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright, and last but not least. Ryuta, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... Huh? No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. I'm not supposed to write poems about my own stupid life, but you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking? Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. You have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. You sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts filling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Ryuta? Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sorry, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Like, I broke my pencil. Sorry, I hadn't seen bent down to pick up the piece you just dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sorry, clutches the desk behind her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh? Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. See, bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach aside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles, all in a row. Yeah, happy thoughts. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Wait, I feel like, let me see if I can interpret some of this. Yeah, because from what I'm reading, it seems like she's just trying to keep keep all happy thoughts in her mind and keep out all the negative thoughts. Which, oh boy, yeah, if she's trying to block out all the negative thoughts, they'll become even more powerful. Each collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. So yeah, when she's she's like not, I mean, she's having a bad mental day, brings out the bottle of happy thoughts. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelves could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, pulling them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside of my head. Yeah, this is kind of like hinting as... It's like, this thing kind of like subtly hinting at like... is like Sayori's inner self, like her inner turmoil right here. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. Oh no! Monica! I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Oh no, Monica! Oh no! I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. It's always the cheerful ones. It's always the cheerful ones that are suffering the most. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, I always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, no matter as like no more than a week later. Where this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put something together. I mean, put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we could give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sorry's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry who's been coloring a poster posted up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. It instills reason that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Yuri and Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expected faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself, then stands in front behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Huh? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It is called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering voice transforms into a short syllable of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse to the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, guess I'm next then. Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply to someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri. Even Ryuta liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen some poems of yours where that sort of general delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Ryuta. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Ryuta lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do mine. Natsuki. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it too much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki progressively gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't too bad, was it? Like, easy for you to say. Like, you better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing that in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's the price, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, so let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Ryota. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's already been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Definitely need to save. Definitely need to save right here. I guess as we're doing Sayori's route, we could pick this, but well, whatever. Let's see. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I always see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. We'll just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Ryota. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yeah, and it's been about like 3 hours for this stream. I was kind of hoping we would reach like the choice right before everything goes to hell, but that'll probably have to be the next stream. But once we reach that choice, I am ending the stream at that point, because like I said, when we get into the halfway point of the game, it has to be full fucking blitzkrieg through the rest of the game. Like no breaks, or the breaks have to be so absolutely minimal that it's like if I stop playing that day, I have to continue the very next day type of blitzkrieg. But yeah, thankfully we avoided having like any mental issues playing in this session. Which shoot, that's all I can really ask for, because I really want to be available for Saturday stream. Speaking of streams, I am not streaming tomorrow because I need to continue preparing for Saturday's Maid Cafe stream, which is another reason why I'm gonna end right here, just so that like I don't get like mental brain worms and completely well, lose my shit. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, like hanging out, like reading this ancient ass visual novel with me. I really appreciate it. But please come to yeah, please come to the Maid Cafe stream the Saturday. Shin Doki Doki Tensei. Yeah, where I got the Doki Doki part from. But yeah, Shin Doki Doki Tensei, the Valentine's Day VR Chat Maid Cafe special. Still got, it's like, we got another teaser going up tomorrow morning, so look forward to that. But in any case, I hope you guys have a good morning, evening, afternoon, where you guys are at, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.